All right, welcome everyone. We will give it a few seconds for everyone to join that is interested in this session. So appreciate your patience and waiting for the session to begin. And while we're waiting, I'll just go ahead and run down a few things. Do feel free to ask questions. You can use the Q&A button. There is no chat feature, and the panelists cannot see you or hear you. We've kept it that way to keep things clean and organized and make sure the focus and attention is on the presentation at hand. But if you do have questions, feel free to ask anytime to the Q&A function, which replaces the chat function. To sign up for more sessions, OACAC will be offering more through October, and then a second wave of sessions October to November, so certainly sign up for more. And if you're interested in reviewing this information or anything else that you maybe didn't get through the entire presentation or want to see again, you can see this recording in about a week's time on oacac.org. And with that, I will turn it over to your panelists and enjoy the presentation.
Hello, I am Chelsea Richardson. I am an admissions counselor for Spalding University, located in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm just going to go over our presentation for what we have about Spalding, some quick facts that I think will be beneficial to you all. So let me share my screen. Great. Okay, so here at Spalding University, like I said, we are located in Louisville, Kentucky. Out of all the colleges in Louisville, we are more of the smaller one. In Louisville, we have U of L, Bellarmine, and Spalding, and some other ones as well, JCTC, Simmons College. We are definitely more of that private, smaller community. We have roughly around 2,000 students, as well as that includes grad and undergrad. So I will get this started. Okay, so for our campus profile, we have our 10-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, which is really, really nice, just because, you know, in a classroom setting in high school, it's around 25 to 30. So to have like almost half of that or more cut down is even better, just because of, you know, it being one-on-one. Our students are really going to get to know their professors. They're not just going to be a number. They're going to know who you are when you're in class and when you're not in class, which is a good thing. We are part of the top 5 colleges in the state, as well as our 6-week block schedule, which is one of our best assets I believe we have here at Spalding University. And we'll go more into detail about that in the next coming slides. We also have more than 25 organizations and clubs as well. All right, athletics, we are D-III. So we are D-III here at Spalding University, which means that we can't offer athletic scholarships, but we can offer academic. So definitely, you know, some pros and cons that people feel about that. I would say one pro is, let's say I'm doing an internship that's really heavy, taking a lot of my time senior year, and let's say I played soccer. Then my senior year, I wouldn't be committed off of a scholarship to keep playing. Let's say if something were to happen or you just got overwhelmed with school. So we basically have a ton of different sports. The only sports that we don't have that, you know, most people ask about are football and tennis, but the rest, as you can see here, are listed. Spalding also just got our new fields for our soccer fields. We were planning pre-COVID to have intramurals, that way students could be more active and really getting use of the fields and, you know, not just soccer. But I'm thinking after COVID, we will have plenty of intramurals ready, signed up, people will be ready to be active. And like I said, this is the best picture that we have because it is brand new. So very exciting, especially to get involved. So, go here. Okay, student organizations. So if you were active in high school, I definitely encourage you to be active in college. What you put into college is what you are going to get out of college. So with that being said, we have different clubs ranging from student government, rock climbing club, archery club, different things of that nature. So when you come to Spalding, if we don't have a club that you want, as long as you get 4 students and a faculty member to advise it, you can technically make it happen on campus. So, which would be great for your resume as well. If you brought a organization to campus, great for your resume as well. Okay, so block scheduling, which is one of our, I would say our best assets, like I said before, that Spalding does have. The block schedule, basically you can take 1 or 2 classes at a time, and then you get a whole week off. Right here is a current example of our block schedule. So our students started class August 24th. They will end class tomorrow, October 2nd. They're gonna get a whole week off, and they won't come back until October 12th for a brand new 2 classes, which is really, really beneficial versus I think students now take 6 or 7 classes a day. So only having 1 or 2 really does ease a lot of our students' stress, different things of that nature. So October 12th until November, let me skip this over, until November 20th, like I said, right in time before Thanksgiving. So these breaks really do benefit a lot of our students. And you can mix it up however you want. Most people do 2 classes block 1, 2 classes block 2, 1 class block 3. Because you're still getting your 5 classes, which are 15 credit hours. Just like if you were going to a college that had the traditional semester set up where you're taking 5 classes the whole semester, same thing here, just at a different rate. So block, or spring semester, shall I say, same thing. And you can mix this up however you want. Let's say I was an athlete and I played soccer. I could choose to take 1 class during my season. So all I'm focusing on is my sport and 1 class. So like I said, let's say I was doing soccer. I would do 1 class block 1, 2 classes block 2, 2 classes block 3. And that's still those 5 classes. And you can double up if you want. You could always do 2, 2, and 2. But that's based on your preference. If you can handle 18 hours, or if you can't, whatever you want to do. Same thing for spring. Let's say I was a softball player. I could do 2 classes block 4, 1 class block 5, 2 classes block 6. Basically, the schedule is up to you on what you want to do. Classes meet Monday through Thursday. So you never have class on Friday. You're always going to have a long weekend. Classes do meet for an hour and a half, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you are getting, a lot of the content throughout the week, basically every day except Friday. So I've had students ask, is it easier? Is it harder at Spalding? I would say it's a great combination because you are only having 1 or 2 classes to focus on, but it is a whole semester's worth of work in 6 weeks. And you're meeting more, and not just a Tuesday, Thursday class, you're meeting 4 days a week. So I definitely think it's a great combination. You can definitely time manage, still have a social life, be active, work a part-time job, whatever you would normally want to do. I will also say summer, it's optional, but like I said, if you ever get behind or need to retake a class, then you can just double up. So that way, you don't necessarily have to take summer. You can if you want, but just letting you all know, you can take up to 18 hours a semester, like I said, if you think you can handle it. And during these blocks, we do go later in the year. I will say that a lot of colleges, I feel like they're out by early, mid-May. We do go until, sorry, I'm trying to get this up. We do go until June 18th this year, but like I said, you get a week off between every 6 weeks, which is really nice. And during that week off, you can go home for a week, you can sleep in your dorm for a week, whatever you want to do for a week, that is up to you. If you have money to go on vacation, you can do that as well. So with that being said, I'm not a math person. I'll give you another example. So if I only took math for 6 weeks, midterm and final done, and I passed, great combination. So definitely, if you have any questions about the block schedule, let me know. Because like I said, it's really a great tool for our students, and definitely people learn how to time management in college anyway, and this is definitely helping that. So we will go on to our next slide. Okay, so the fun part, tuition and fees. So tuition is $13,200 a semester. So basically a little over $26,000 a year. Do not let that number scare you at all. That's like a sticker price on a car. So also, if you chose to live on campus, that's another $2,300 per semester, and meal plans around $1,500. So all in all, I would say around $33-ish a year. Now, if you choose not to live on campus, then obviously eliminate housing and dining. But either way, that number is literally a sticker price on a car. This is before FAFSA. This is before scholarships. This is before KEYS money and financial aid, or other scholarships that are outside of Spalding. So like I said, lots of other money opportunities, because we also offer merit scholarships as well. So definitely keep that in mind. We also have our scholarship page located on the website that definitely goes more into detail about different scholarships that you can qualify for. And also we have different links of scholarships like FastWeb that offer, I think, $4.2 billion in scholarships to, I think, so many million students per year in the United States. So definitely take advantage of those. And speaking of scholarships, all right, here is a breakdown. Spalding, we do offer a merit scholarship. If you have at least a 2.5, you're going to get money each year. So let's say I have a 3.2. Then I'm going to get $6,450 each year taken off my tuition. Let's also say I get a 21 on the ACT. I'm going to get $2,100 off of my tuition as well. Basically, it's your score times 100 on the ACT is how we do our merit money for the ACT scholarship, but you have to have at least an 18. If you have a 16, like, you can't get the scholarship money for the bonus award, which is the ACT award. And then, like I said, if I had a 3.3, I would get $6,450. But let's say my GPA goes up to a 3.5. As long as you give us your updated transcript, we will honor that as well. And I know with the ACT, with COVID, it's been delayed, but I'm pretty sure there is an ACT date in October. So for those who are planning to take the ACT, if you have multiple scores, we will take the highest one. We are also test optional if you choose, not to submit your ACT, which is fine as well. We just also like to point out your potential scholarship money. So we can go. Okay. So academic majors. Basically, I feel we have a ton of options for majors that any other college would have. The only thing that we don't have that is popular is is computer science. With technology these days, especially during COVID, a lot of technology is being used. So that is one that we don't have, but I'm hoping we get soon. As well as music, we don't have music. I got asked about that the other day. But everything else we pretty much have. Louisville is a big business city. So definitely plenty of business opportunities, financial planning, HR management, all of that. Communication, it's a popular one, I think, at a lot of colleges. We have different focuses on that. Creative writing here at Spalding, if you graduate from Spalding with that degree, you are technically a published author. So keep that in mind, and that looks great on a resume. Criminal justice is newer to Spalding, so we've had it almost a year. We have different tracks for that, such as law enforcement, juvenile justice, all that stuff, as well as education. So elementary education up until secondary education we have. Louisville, like I said, it's the biggest city in Kentucky. We have public schools, private schools, Catholic schools, magnet, lots of opportunities for student teaching. So I don't think that would be an issue as far as finding a school to do your student teaching at. So that's very beneficial being in a bigger city. Health science. Spalding is pretty well known for a lot of their health majors. Athletic training, depending on if you get into the program, you can have your master's and undergrad within 5 years. On the bottom right, you can see the 5-year combined degrees. So another one that I want to talk about as far as health is OT, so occupational therapy. In the state of Kentucky, there are only 2 schools who have occupational therapy, so it's very competitive. Spalding and Eastern Kentucky University. So definitely if you are looking to do occupational therapy, look at your options. We actually offer it at the doctoral level, which is really, really nice. You can have your doctorate in, I want to say it's 7 years as far as undergrad, the whole process. That just became new, I want to say 6 months ago. So that's still very new as far as having it at the doctoral level. I think a lot of places that offer OT are requiring the doctorate at this point. So we are just a step ahead getting on it. We also have liberal studies, natural science. I've gotten a lot of questions about this as well. Let's say you want to be into pre-dental, pre-pharmacy, pre-vet, all that stuff. Your undergrad degree would be a natural science degree. So just to clarify that, it would be a natural science undergrad degree, and then if you wanted to go into dental school, pharmacy school, whatever the case may be, then you would apply for that. And then nursing. Nursing is another popular one here at Spalding University because we were the first college in Kentucky to have nursing. So we have dummies that yell, puke, give birth, all that jazz. So if you can handle that, I think you're ready to be a nurse. But you're getting that hands-on experience before you would go to your clinicals, which is really, really nice. And like I said, Spalding, we are a smaller school. So our cohorts for nursing, they are no bigger than 35. In nursing, it can be challenging at any and every college. So only having, 34 other people in your cohort where, the faculty and your professors are going to know who you are when you have those questions. If you need letters of recommendation, tips on clinicals where you want to be, you're going to have someone who actually knows you help you with that, which is really, really nice. Psychology is really popular as well at Spalding, just organizational and counseling. Definitely plenty of opportunities here to get that experience for internship or student hours. Social work, I believe that's popular at every college as well. Studio art. So we have general studio art, graphic design, and pre-art therapy. So just to give some clarification on that, those are what we have as far as the art department. And then besides that, for undergrad, you can see our master's programs, our doctoral programs, and our 5-year combined. So here. Okay, so Louisville. Here in Louisville, like I've mentioned, obviously we are the largest city in Kentucky. A lot of people come here that just graduated. It was voted the top 10 city, one of the top cities for job seekers, and we are top 10 for food cities. You definitely don't see a lot of people going to chains. They do, but a lot of people always recommend going to a Louisville place. You know, don't go to a chain, go to a Louisville restaurant. Definitely a lot of mom and pop shops. With our location, we are very close to the KFCM Center, as well as the Big Four Bridge, a lot of attractions, 4th Street, that, you know, students would love. And so that's really a great benefit because we also have the Louisville Lift, which if you don't have a car, it takes you from here at Spalding all the way to Churchill Downs. So you can definitely get around the city. Okay, next steps. So our application opens up August 1st each year for seniors. Our application is free. So even before COVID, the application was always free. We do take the Common App. I know some students do that as well. You will request your official transcript and ACT, if you did the ACT, to be sent to us. A lot of schools in Louisville use Parchment, so I'm not sure what other states necessarily use, but if you email it, that is fine as well. You will do the FAFSA. Definitely, you know, if you feel that you would want to come to Spalding, just definitely put that in there. I know you can list up to 10 schools to use on your FAFSA. That way you can kind of compare, see who's going to give you the best deals, what you're comfortable with. And then once if you are admitted, you'll submit a non-refundable enrollment deposit by May 1st. And then you would attend our BSU orientation to connect with other students, meet your advisor, get classes in, all that good stuff. So you can follow us, tweet, snap, all that stuff to just see updates about Spalding. So like I said, with COVID, we are, you know, definitely limited. Usually we do have a Shadow Spalding event each year where students can stay overnight at Spalding. The event is free. You can stay all night. Usually there's a student panel, so you're not just hearing, you know, me talk or, you know, just admissions counselors. You actually hear the student perspective. So I'm thinking we will do something virtual since, you know, the whole COVID thing. So if you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to us. My email contact is crichardson07@spalding.edu.
All right, thank you, Chelsea, and thank you for attending. Keep in mind that when you close this window, a very quick 4-question survey will pop up, and we appreciate any feedback that you can provide for OACAC and StriveScan. Thank you once again for attending. And anyone that's watching this recording session as well, you can look on oacac.org to sign up for more sessions and view this recording in about a week's time. Thank you to everyone, and we'll see you very soon.
All right, thank you.